My name's Andrew, and I'm gonna REKA Wild Boar Char Siu in honor of the Year of the Tiger, Chinese Lunar New Year. Let's get it. Hey guys, I'm out in Texas. I am hog hunting with my buddy Brody. You remember Brody from the North Georgia bear hunt.
From a Southern Georgia redneck, that is top-notch apple pie right there.
And we're hunting some wild hogs. So I'm super pumped about that. I've already taken 2. Let's have a good time. I'm gonna show you some action. Let's go.
Target neutralized. Target marked. Killing spree.
I'm back from my hog hunt in Texas. And I have here some wild boar loin, otherwise known to most hunters as backstrap. What we're going to do today is we're going to make char siu. All my Chinese and Asian community friends, Happy New Year. Let's get going. So let's run through our ingredients here today if you're cooking at home and following along. Starting off with 3 pounds of pork here today, I'm using boar backstrap. You want this meat to be fatty. You can also use either the butt or the shoulder roast of the pork. We have 1/4 cup of granulated white sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of 5 spice, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of rice wine, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce, 2 tablespoons of molasses, 1/8 tablespoon of red coloring. If you know pork char siu, you know that actually it's very red. And the only way to get it red is with food coloring. Apologies to all you health sensitive, extra good people with your diets. Today, I'm crossing my own conscience and I'm going in with some red food coloring. 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of honey,
some ginger,
and 1 tablespoon of hot water. You're gonna wanna have that water really hot right when you're ready to use it. We're gonna mix all of our ingredients together, and then we're gonna follow by cutting our wild boar, and that's gonna sit in the marinade in the Ziploc bag. I'm gonna add that with a soup ladle. The rest we're gonna leave in a reserve for a basting marinade. I'm gonna get most of the air out of it, and then I'm just gonna massage that in. You can see it's already having an influence. You can see the dye is working. Ideally, you want to leave this overnight for 10 hours. Today, because we're filming, we're just going to have it for an hour. And I'm sure this wild, God-made, free-range wild boar is going to be a phenomenal Chinese New Year delight. Let's go. I have taken the wild boar out of the fridge. It actually got 2 hours in marinating in the char siu. I have a base cookie tray here, and I've kind of jimmy-rigged or MacGyvered. The reason we want to do this is we want the pork, or the boar, sitting up above. We're going to put a little bit of water in the bottom of the tray. It's going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going to stop all of the glaze from burning on the bottom and smoking out. And number 2, the water's going to slowly steam, which is going to keep the pork moist. And it's going to go into the preheated oven of 475 degrees. And that's where it gets tricky. It's only going to be at 475 for the first 10 minutes. Then we're dropping it down to 375. Let's get it. So something that I failed to mention, you want to reserve at least 1/2 or 3/4 of the molasses content. This is now our basting marinade, and this is going to give the candy effect onto the char siu wild boar. We now have some amazing wild boar char siu. Look at that. Would you look at it?
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
Let's get some of our rice. I have some spicy bok choy. If you remember in the spicy beef ribs, I did this exact recipe. If you want to watch that, you can go back and get that recipe. We're just going to throw this in now. We're going to cut up a piece of our epic wild boar char siu, okay? Let's have a look. You can just see that epic candy all around the outside. It feels tender to the cut because the candy of the marinade has actually sealed in a lot of the moisture. Oh, it's even breaking while I'm cutting it. Today, I have my very special friend here, Jim, who's from the Philippines.
I love the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Now living in the United States with Chinese heritage, again, in honor of Chinese New Year. Come on, Jim. So we're gonna taste test this. Let's get it while it's hot. Dude, bro, it's Chinese New Year, bro.
I know, bro.
Chopsticks, it's chopsticks.
Chinese people.
Okay. All right, so bok choy, spicy bok choy, some stock rice, and some char siu. Wild boar.
Wow.
It was running around last week.
Bro, I just got goosebumps.
Well, it'd be pig bums. Okay. It's denser like a steak because it is a slightly different meat.
Better than my mama.
Emotional damage.
Mama will be killing people if he says that.
I'm just saying, you guys are jealous right now. I'm eating this first because this thing is bomb.
He's speaking to the camera, peoples.
Yeah. Eat some greens, bro.
You eat some greens. Ambulance. 911, we need a paramedic.
First I was afraid, I was petrified.
No.
Wow. This is like Asian right here. This is Asian right here.
That's a big compliment.
I know. Better than my mama.
We pray that Jem is alive next week after public statements of that level of aggression
I know.
against his own mother. We do appreciate those comments, and we thank you for watching. And we will see you next week for another amazing REKA venture. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your support of this channel. Keep it alive. Keep it real. Keep it REKA. Let's go.